Thank you very much, Francis. In other news, the case against former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede has been adjourned to January next year. Now, earlier today, the fraud-accused mayor was cleared of deliberately breaching her bail conditions. This after a Hawks raid yesterday, during which it was established that Gumede had changed her residential address without notifying police. But Magistrate Dawn Soomaroo rejected the state's application for a warrant of arrest to be issued for Gumede. The former mayor and her co-accused are facing charges relating to a 200 million rand Durban Solid Waste tender. For more on this now, we're joined by SABC reporter Simphiwe Makhanya, who was in court for us today. Very good evening to you, Simphiwe. Thanks for your time. Obviously, in her bail application, Zandile Gumede made or gave 3 addresses, including the one in question in Umhlanga in Durban. Talk us through what the Hawks' gripe was with that particular address.
Well, certainly, Griselda, it would seem like the troubles of the law continue to pile up against former mayor of eThekwini, Zandile Gumede. Today, she presented herself together with her legal team at the Durban Magistrate Court, where she was basically informing the magistrate that she has since changed her address that has been written in court papers stating that she resides in a house in Umhlanga. Today, Griselda, she did inform the court that she actually did inform her legal representatives that she has changed the address, which is according to the bail conditions. But what transpired was that the legal representatives of former Mayor Zandile Gumede did not, in fact, as expected, speak to the investigating officer of the case, informing him about the change of this residential address, Griselda.
All right, so the magistrate also rejecting the state's application for a warrant, saying, amongst other things, that Zandile Gumede was not a flight risk.
Certainly, Griselda, among some of the things that came up from court this afternoon was the fact that Zandile Gumede, in fact, is not a flight risk. And it also came out, Griselda, that she did not intend to actually break the bail conditions as per the requirements that she was required to inform the investigating officer of each and every move that she makes if she decides to leave the country. But in terms of the bail conditions, Griselda, like you've just alluded, it came out today that the magistrate felt actually strongly that there is really no need for former Mayor Zandile Gumede Gumede's bail to be revoked because of this fault, as it has been stated now, and the court did accept her version of events that, in fact, she did inform the person who she was supposed to inform. It's only the fact that her attorney, instructing attorney, did not in fact inform the investigating officer of this case. Griselda, also you'd recall that this emanates from yesterday's raid, which was conducted by the Hawks as well as the Asset Forfeiture Unit, where they confiscated goods to the value of about 50 million rand. And she's not alone in this case, Griselda. She's among 15 other suspects, and in total there are 16 of them. But in terms of her specifically, because she's the one who we can say is a high-profile accused, her property in Inanda has been confiscated according to the Hawks, as well as a vehicle which she had been using. Griselda?
Simphiwe, just finally, very quickly there, any word from Zandile Gumede? We know the politics surrounding her, the fact that some say she's very close to the former president, Jacob Zuma. She herself, according to some reports, believing that some of her own comrades are after her, and these are so-called trumped-up charges.
Certainly, Griselda. Today, she did not speak to members of the media when she appeared in court. But throughout, this court case, she has been vehemently saying that she believes that she's innocent. She believes that this is a political witchcraft. They are after her because of the politics within the eThekwini region, which happens to be the ANC's biggest region in the country. You'd recall also that before she was removed as mayor, there was an issue which the PEC of the ANC in the province raised about the performance of the municipality, saying that the municipality needed to change the direction of the performance with regards to service delivery. But she has been adamant, saying that she's innocent and she does not fear actually going to court to prove her innocence.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Indeed, SABC reporter Simphiwe Makhanya on the embattled former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede appearing in court.